Like my chin is so
What?
pointy. Like I look like a Q-tip.
And we're live.
All right, that's a good note to go in on.
I look like a Q-tip.
I do, because like it's so big up here and so tiny down here because I'm lacking the extra space that I'm used to having.
I think you look good shaved, to be honest. Probably better shaved than with a beard.
I like both looks. I definitely look older with the beard.
Yeah, you do. That's for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Haven't been on camera in a bit.
Yeah. A few minutes.
Yeah,
So you're a
people are
streamer
interested.
now.
I was, professional streamer. Hi.
Proud of you.
Congratulations.
Quitting my job soon. Gonna make it in the stream
I'm
business.
so sorry. I'm so
For what?
sorry. Well, you'll see. Keep
Did I
streaming
have to be?
Celeste.
Did I have to be a streamer now?
Yeah, that you have to be, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I got all the sick moves.
Yeah.
We're talking about I was streaming Celeste again while I waited for everyone to show up, and I was playing one of the Celeste B-sides, and it was bloody difficult.
Yep.
Definitely a lot of swear words, so don't watch it in front of a kid.
Damn it, that was my plan.
To watch it in front of a kid.
One singular child.
Yeah,
I wouldn't recommend it,
probably shouldn't.
but I beat it. I beat it. Spoilers.
You did.
Yep.
Yeah. You don't sound sick. Are you
Yeah,
better?
I've been feeling pretty good the last week and a half. I get my test results back next week, so we'll see what's going on with everything. But I think I feel okay. Hopefully it's done. Hopefully that's in the past. I still have the odd rare cough, and I'm in the clearing my throat phase a lot.
Okay, well, whatever, I guess. That's not so bad, all things considered.
What's up with you guys? What's new?
It's the worst weather ever today.
Yeah, it's very snowy today.
Yeah, today was bad. Today was...
I heard it was close
bad.
to minus 30. Is that true?
Yeah, it's about that cold, minus 20, 30 range.
Yeah, with
Damn,
the
man.
But more importantly, it was the multiple feet of snow that poured down within a 12-hour span and made conditions so dangerous that I should have called into work because it was the worst morning I've ever had getting to work.
Yeah, how many accidents did you end up seeing?
Honestly, none, thankfully, but we were almost involved in multiple just getting there.
Ugh.
It was bad. It was so bad. But yeah, no, they cleaned it up pretty decently. So I left work early because I was just I can't be stuck in traffic all fucking night. I'm just going to go now. Everything was done that I needed to do, so. But yeah, they cleaned it up pretty good for the most part, as good as Calgary does anyway.
Is there still snow in the forecast? I forget.
I don't know. If there is, I'm just going to consider it the apocalypse, because any more snow than we have now will probably kill everybody here.
Google Forecast says nothing for the rest of today and tomorrow.
Okay, that's good.
And I know it's not that bad because my mom just took a flight out of Calgary and it wasn't delayed or anything like that. So
She's lucky then, because multiple were.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
She got lucky.
Yeah, no, that's really good.
Which is really lucky because she had a connecting flight she had to get to, so that would have sucked.
You know what
Next
time-ish?
2 o'clock.
Okay.
Your guys' time?
It was cleaned up by then. It was the morning that
okay.
was really bad.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Looks like nothing in the forecast till Sunday morning.
I'm not trying to brag. It's 24 here, and I've been wearing shorts all week.
That is pretty much a brag.
I'm not trying to brag. I can't help it if it comes across like that.
I don't like 24 either. I don't like hot either. So somewhere in the middle, I'm good. Somewhere.
Yeah, everyone down here. I guess it's it's weirdly hot for right now. It is February.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm enjoying this kind of winter because I like the heat.
Mm-hmm.
So, bring on the sun.
Sure.
I saw Jumanji 2 last week.
It's
How was that?
fine,
I've heard
right?
Good things.
Yeah, I would say it is just a solid good movie.
Yeah.
Nothing more, nothing less. It's a good movie. I think Jack Black is the best in that movie. He does
I
a
don't-
very good job
How
of being
did
like
he
a
become
16-year-old girl.
How did he become a teenage girl? It's weird. Like,
Yeah, he's very good. He's very good.
Yeah.
Some good genitalia humor involving him, which had me laughing.
Yep.
I'll say. And then The Rock is just always likable.
yeah,
In fact, I think just the whole cast of characters are great, except for the fifth guy that they come across. I don't want to spoil, but their fifth team member that they like collect in Jumanji or whatever. I don't care for him at all.
yeah. He was kind of supposed to be like the Robin Williams type character, right? The guy who got stuck, essentially.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, they didn't need him.
I just like that actor, his character are just whatever. But the other four, like they're all enjoyable to watch and good together. You know what I don't get? And this is not even a spoiler for Jumanji, but at the end they destroy the game, like the physical game.
Yeah.
I thought you couldn't destroy Jumanji, and that's why people kept like wrapping it in chains and like burying it.
I think it was because you couldn't destroy it when it's in play. I don't think anyone ever tried before starting the game.
That can't be true because people, when it's out of play, were like burying it and shit because they knew of how deadly it was.
I
Why
mean,
didn't they just
also
destroy it?
Jumanji was also a board game in the first movie, so
Yeah.
Well, it is a board game in this one, and it literally just turns into a video game. They don't explain why.
It's true. It does do that. It does like the
Okay.
weird like Goosebumps Are You Afraid of the Dark thing where like it pans away from the board game at the beginning. Then there's like a green flash of light, and then there's a game like
And then it's
video game there.
and it's literally because
Yeah.
the kid won't play with a board game because it's the 90s and who plays with board games anymore?
It's
but
so
they play
good.
with video games. So
Yeah.
Jumanji's like, well, I could be a video game. Jumanji's like, hey, look over here.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
think you should have been able to destroy Jumanji, or else otherwise people would have done that.
Yeah, I kind of
So it
agree
makes
with you.
no sense. But
Movie's totally
Anyway.
fine though.
yeah, I would recommend it. I also saw the first Paddington Bear movie because that second one is getting such amazing reviews.
Okay.
And I will say Paddington Bear is delightful. There is some very well written humor in that movie.
Great. Happy to hear it.
I would recommend it. If you're a fan of some Wes Anderson style humor, British comedy, I think you'll enjoy Paddington Bear. And I'm going to probably see that second one.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'm glad you had a good week. That's good.
In the chat, people are saying Jumanji 3 transforms into a NES. I guess, wouldn't the next evolution be like it transforms into just a sport?
I guess so.
Like, or like maybe a card game.
Card game.
No,
would
I like
be
the
great.
idea of a sport. I like the
Okay.
idea of school sending in like teams of students to like go win the Jumanji for like
Yeah.
their school.
This is just turning into like the fourth episode where it's like a war and it's really dark.
World War Jumanji.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Jumanji games.
Let's do a podcast though.
Okay, I guess so.
Oh, actually, right before that, Super Bowl happened, and you guys want to talk about the Super Bowl?
It happened. There were sports.
I
Did you
heard
guys
it was
watch-
actually very close. But no.
Eagles won by 8 points.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't watch it.
I hate football. I can't stand it, so I don't care at all. Give me kind of any other sport, and I'll watch. So, like, if it's on, I'll watch it. But like, I can't stand football. I just find it so boring.
I don't really care to watch like any sports, although I do like watching the Olympics. I don't know what the
Yeah,
difference.
but that's because that's an event.
Because those are, yeah.
Aren't those starting tonight?
Tomorrow, I thought.
I thought
No, it might be
was-
tonight. It might be tonight because of the time difference.
I have no idea. I've actually heard both tonight and tomorrow, so I really don't know.
Mm.
But
It's
we're
both
competing
and
with the
neither.
Olympics, maybe. Anyway, let's do the podcast.
Okay.
February 8th. Sean Booker's here. John Wheeler's here. Paul
Yep.
Fleck is here.
Yeah. Hi.
Talk about video games.
Okay.
Paul, what have you been playing?
I want to talk about Celeste because we kind of started a little bit and it was kind of blue ballsy. Just like, I want to chat more about Celeste, but we should obviously just save this for when we're doing the podcast.
Yeah, don't want to burn cast for sure.
So when I popped in, you finished off the part I'm at, so I got spoiled on the end, but I don't care because it's a mechanics-driven thing, really. Except I do want to see where the story's going. So
yeah, I do like the story. It's interesting.
Yeah. Where to start with this? So for anybody who might not remember and might not know what Celeste is, think Super Meat Boy with an air dash that you only get one of that can be recharged by different like pickups and stuff depending on what map you're on or whatever. And the ability to climb walls with like a little bit of a stamina gauge so that you can't just like climb walls forever to beat a level. But it's one of those like masochistic platformers with spikes and things shooting around everywhere to make you move around the level in
lots of Twitch gaming.
A lot of Twitch gaming.
Don't play this unless you're a real gamer.
Yeah.
Only real gamers allowed.
True.
No fake gamers. No.
It's one of those things that
I don't want any noobs up in this game.
Every chapter introduces a new gimmick, like to how to get around the level and stuff like that. And I kind of like that in this game where
gimmicks that'll pwn noobs.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Sean, stop.
I liked it. I like it in this game because I think the air dash is really important for making those gimmicks like intriguing in a way that Meat Boy's gimmicks never were. Like I hate it every time they added a new gimmick in Meat Boy. Like the fans were terrible because they all inherently take away control of your character, and these gimmicks kind of like enhance control of your character. Like for example, I'll just give you the first one so we don't get into like weird spoiler stuff. The first level is all about like learning how things that have momentum or things that move fast can like give you momentum and kind of fling you around the stage. So there's a bunch of platforms that you grab onto, or when you touch, they'll like move in a straight line. You see like the track of where they're going to go, and it teaches you like how to use momentum to get around the stage and like combine that with your dash and wall climbing and stuff like that. It helps you move around the level better, where compared to Meat Boy, like I was saying, the fans make it so that like, because you don't have an air dash or the ability to grab walls in that game, really, like you can slide down them or whatever, they focus more on taking away good control from you, and it made those levels harder kind of arbitrarily.
Although there is, I think it's chapter 4. I think it's 4 with the bouncy clouds.
So this is the thing.
And I hated those.
Celeste does fall into this problem, but not in the same way that Meat Boy does.
They're like the music note blocks from Mario, and I hate those too.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. I didn't find it too egregiously bad, just kind of annoying in some spots. So take that for what it's worth, I guess.
That stage looks really nice, though, with the sunset the whole time.
Yeah. All stages look really nice in this game, I think.
Yeah, the music's real good, too. John, you got to play this game. It's right up your alley.
It's on my Switch.
That's good.
Yeah. That'll lead into a problem I'm having with the game. I don't think the Switch's D-pad is very good for diagonal shooting up in this
It's okay.
game.
Just use the analog stick.
Yeah, that's not going to happen because analog stick is terrible for
what controller are you using is the better question.
The Switch, like the Switch Joy-Cons or whatever. I'm playing it mostly in handheld mode.
That's fair. I was going to say, just use the Pro controller. It's good.
I don't have a Pro controller.
Oh, I actually recommend the Pro controller. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I use the Pro controller when it's docked, obviously, or in handheld mode. But either way, I still use the analog stick.
I hate analog stick for this type of stuff. I just can't do it.
I get his logic behind that, yeah.
I have heard, though, on the Switch version, there has been some issues with like diagonals, even with the Joy-Con. Like in the, even with the Pro controller. Like apparently the Pro controller is actually not great at detecting diagonal inputs.
Great. That's awesome. That's literally the problem I'm having with the Joy-Con.
Is
it just in that game or like the system in general?
I think when I was hearing about it, sorry. Well, I was just hearing about this on the Bombcast, and they were talking about Celeste, but I think they were speaking more broadly.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I don't know. If you haven't heard that before, they could just be mistaken for sure. But
So
I thought I'd mention that.
Here's the thing: is that I think this game would play totally fine if you had it on PS4 or Xbox or PC or whatever with a controller that you're used to using.
And it's on those. It's on those systems. You don't have to play it on the Switch.
No, I know. That's why I'm saying, like, I think if you played it on those, you'd probably be fine. You'd probably even be fine. Like, I'm fine with the Switch D-pad as well, but there are times where I feel like I didn't get a diagonal dash across because I don't like how the D-pad is. So it's just a minor gripe, but I think it's worth talking about.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I do think the Joy-Con's D-pad is... I would argue it's not a D-pad, as opposed to 4 separate buttons.
No, totally. That's where the problem is, and little things like that can make a difference in this type of, like, twitchy platformer.
Sure.
So.
I'm surprised you don't have a Pro Controller.
Really? Because I find them expensive, and I don't use my Switch in dock mode as much as...
Yeah.
You can, they're on sale right now on Amazon UK. I ordered 1 or 2, so... They were they were like a significant portion off.
What's the thing? Because I've usually seen them at most for about $10 off. You can find them.
What is their usual price? I think they're like 90 Canadian. I think.
Is it 90? I'm gonna look it up in American real quick.
It's like it's minimum 80 Canadian, and that's frankly too much.
I think ours is 70.
They are definitely overpriced. I will confirm that. Mm-hmm. But I think, depending on the price, they were like $20 to $30 off.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And it was the special one, so it was like the Xenoblade one and the Splatoon one.
I think both of those look bad.
Yes, but if they're way cheaper, then I don't care.
Yeah,
that's where I would disagree with you. I can only find the Splatoon one for $83 on Amazon, but that can't be right. Let me check out Newegg.
He did say Amazon UK.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how much they are in American.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean...
Oh, they are typically... Oh, well, right now they're 9% off, so you can get one for $64 on Newegg.
No, that's not bad.
Usually I've seen them at most around... so I think the standard price is 70, and then I've seen them for like 60 usually. I got mine for 60. You can usually find one for about $10 off. But yeah, that is still too much.
See, this is the thing, is that if I was using this as like my version of like a PlayStation or Xbox where it was mostly docked, it would be fine. But the Switch is very much my handheld, like, play it on the go thing. So it kind of doesn't make sense for me to be hauling around a controller with it.
I get it. I'm in the same boat, but I just really like not having to take the Joy-Cons on and off and putting them in the little holder.
Yeah, but I don't do that. I don't.
Well, even just taking them on and off, I just like being able to just put it down, pick up this other controller, ready to go. I don't have to like finicky with the buttons or anything. Slide them in and out. Okay. That's why I like it.
So I mean the convenience, I guess. That convenience isn't worth $80 to me. Just straight up.
Agreed.
No. But anyways, going back to Celeste, 2-man team, right? Noel and Matt, I think.
I don't know how many people are on it.
The Towerfall devs, yeah.
Yeah. Extraordinarily good game. And
oh yeah. It's very fun.
I think the surprise is, like, it's not surprising that Matt Thorson knows how to do good sprite-based controlling because Towerfall exists. Like,
exactly, yeah.
But, like, the fact that there's kind of a compelling story and narrative going on in there, like, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure every chapter also, like, deals with anxiety, stress, depression, like, different sort of, like, mental illnesses, because... I
don't know if it's like stage 5 is the depression
stage.
No,
but like the analogs to like there's something going really wrong in like your mind or something, and the way
there's definitely like an emotional stability kind of
the way that the
levels
story represent that. Like there's a level later on where a bunch of it's kind of like a big hotel, and normally it would be like kind of empty-ish, right? Because it's a hotel, but it's full of like this dude's worries and anxiety, and that's kind of what's like making the spikes essentially. So like, and there's like a bunch of clutter and shit everywhere. It's hard to explain, but I really like how it feels like there is reasoning to like how the levels are designed, and they're designed well as well. Like, it's super cool. It's a really good game. It's kind of a game of the year contender already for me as well. This has been a great month, so
I just love how much like the exploration there is to it, and like searching for the strawberries and like going back to stages and trying to, say, hey, can I go through a wall up there? I'm gonna try and like, break this little level a bit.
A lot of secrets in there, like the computer. The computer stuff was really cool.
I haven't found that yet. I don't know where that is.
Dude.
I know about it though. Yeah.
Okay. That stuff, yeah, that's just like a throwaway thing that you might not find, and I ended up spending hours in it. Like, that's just something you could totally pass if you're not looking around. That's a cool thing. I like that the strawberries are just there for something to do to test yourself, and they don't actually count towards anything.
Yep.
I just like stuff like that. I also like that this game finally takes advantage of Switch's being able to make video clips, so I can keep throwing random shit on Twitter. Really good.
Okay. How do you do that? Is that the left Joy-Con button?
It's the...
You hold it down for like 2 seconds or something like that.
Yeah.
It takes the last 30 seconds.
Okay, I knew that was screenshots. I wasn't sure about the videos.
Yeah, you just hold it down for like a second more than you normally would, basically.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Really cool.
I will say right now, there's a sale on the eShop. Golf Stories on sale. I picked that up this morning.
Yeah.
It's like 20% off, so...
Bleed is on sale too, and I might pick that up again because I'm a sucker.
Isn't Bleed 2 coming out or something?
Well, Bleed 2 is already out on Steam, so but like it wouldn't surprise me if it's coming to Switch.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. People should pick up Celeste. If you like games like The End Is Nigh, Super Meat Boy, Dust Force, any of those, this is your type of game. Just straight up. You should get it.
It's good. It's real good. Been playing anything else?
Yeah, Monster Hunter World. I'm 80 hours in. I broke my Hunter rank up to 38 now, and next step is Hunter rank 50. I'm in endgame. I'm done the story.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep.
Still playing, going hard?
Yeah, every night for about 5 to 6 hours.
Wow. All right.
That's dedication.
Yep.
No, it's just fun. Just playing with friends and hanging out and doing stuff. Yeah.
That's dedication to fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Don't take this away from me, Paul.
It's a lot of work to be dedicated to fun, so especially when you're as bitter as I am. But yeah, people that have ever been curious about Monster Hunter should check this one out. I can't stress it enough. There's a reason why it's not called Monster Hunter 5 or 6 or whatever they were. The next numbered series was up for debate because Generations doesn't really count as a numbered. But like, this is a whole new start. This is like the thing. If you wanted to get on board, you should do it. It's so good. It's so fucking good. Yeah, that's it.
All right, John.
All right. I played this game that came up on a Switch recently, but apparently it's been out on Steam for a while. The next Penelope Race to Odysseus.
Yes. Okay.
I have no idea what this is.
I think you and I were chatting about this a little bit at some point.
Yeah, I ended up picking it up, and then we ended up playing it on stream and beating it.
Oh, cool.
It's basically Micro Machines meets F-Zero meets a shmup.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
It's a racing game, top-down racer, where tapping left and right on the D-pad will turn you left or right. You don't need to accelerate or anything. There's no brake. It's just automatic movements. You just need to worry about turns and stuff like that. Then you have the F-Zero aspect where you get a bunch of weapons and abilities like after your first lap that use your energy meter. So you have a boost, which can make you go super fast, but it obviously burns your health. And you have a bunch of weapons, which will make you go through it way faster. And I think one of my favorite mechanics is, I think it's just called teleport. The game freezes in place and a cursor appears, and you just place the cursor where you want your vehicle to be next. And then you can just use that to skip entire turns and stuff like that, or get into hidden paths on the track. But the longer you take to do that, the more energy it burns. So it was actually a bunch of really cool mini puzzle solving things. There's attacks for fighting the other enemies. There's mines you can drop where if the AI hits it, you just get your energy back, stuff like that. It was surprisingly good. The boss fights in the game were a little rough because again, you can't stop moving, and you're basically in an arena where you're just like you have to keep looping around nonstop because you can't stop moving.
Right.
And
I like the art style.
And at the very end, it literally just turns into a shmup. Like the final couple bosses are shmups.
Okay.
But you still have the energy. You still have the energy limit, which is the real problem. But I don't know. It was kind of cool. And then when you beat the game, it unlocks a bunch of extra modes. We didn't get to do that on stream because Shaw decided to take an outage during my stream. That was great.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Looks like this came out at the end of last year, and it's actually on sale right now.
Yeah, is it on Steam or on Switch?
I'm looking on the Switch one. On Steam, it came out like 3 years ago.
Yeah,
it's on sale.
Oh. It's a little under 20% off.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Cool.
It's kind of a neat thing, so I kind of liked it. I'd probably recommend it, especially if it's on sale.
Yeah.
Yep.
Otherwise, I started playing the story mode of Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Okay, I've been playing some Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Whoo! That story mode's bad.
Yeah. Well, how far are you?
2/3 through the second story arc.
Okay, so you're actually basically where I am, if not a little bit further, maybe. Yeah, I was hoping after that first arc, it maybe gets better, but it doesn't. Yeah, it's just it's boring and it's just padding, and
yep.
At least the fights are getting like difficult now.
Yeah, like I'm actually starting to lose party members now.
Yeah, for sure. Like once they started like switching, like using assist moves, I was like, oh, okay, they're like serious here. And yeah, I actually am like losing 1 or 2 fighters in a match.
But like it's just so boring otherwise. But the worst part is it's the best way to earn money if you want to unlock more capsule stuff.
I don't, but I kind of just want to finish the story.
Well, then you don't have to worry about it then. But like you get like the money boosters are actually pretty decent. So like it eventually turns into a point where it just per fight you're getting like a capsule worth of money.
Okay.
And then eventually apparently if you beat all 3 story arcs, you unlock hard mode of all 3.
Oh god.
Great.
If you're willing to put yourself through that, but like then it also like ups like the multipliers and everything too. Like they shoot up like another 30%. So you're getting like a stupid amount of money, but you're also playing super boring stuff.
I mean, I guess if you're planning to just like train, like get better at it, you might as well do that.
I feel like you're better off just playing casual matches to learn because it's boring. Like the entire first arc, you just randomly get like tutorials.
Yeah, they stop. Well, those stop in the second arc. You don't get.
Yes, thank God. Thank God.
Yeah.
But still, it's just like, and here's the thing: like the story's fine. I'm enjoying the story, but like, there's just so much padding to get to the story.
Yeah, it'll be
that
like
is the problem.
Hey, 16, go fight these people, and then you have to walk your way across this board twice before you fight 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not good. But I mean, I don't know. It's how I'm like figuring out which characters I like. Do you have a group of 3 yet? Either of you guys?
Yeah, I'm still changing mine a little bit. Like I still have a couple characters to try out. Current team is Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Vegeta, and Cell.
Okay, mine's basically that, but instead of Cell, it's Frieza.
Okay.
Again, there's no way I'm not going to put Trunks in there. He's just not in the story, so I haven't played him.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping he pops up at some point so I can like practice with him.
I believe from what I've heard, he just straight up is not in the story.
Great.
There's a couple characters that are just straight up not in there, and Trunks is one of them.
Yeah, I'm assuming a few of like the super characters for sure are not going to be in there really. But I do want to try out like Hit and Trunks and see what they're all about. I understand Hit's like real different.
Yeah, Hit's really complicated, but like if you can figure out how to use him correctly, he's excellent.
Oh, actually, no, that's not like group of 3 because Yamcha has to be in there. So I guess it's Goku, Vegeta, and Yamcha because I really like Yamcha. That guy is so fast. Like it seems like he just never stops attacking. It's great.
Yeah, Yamcha was surprisingly fun to play. I was a little surprised on that one. Yeah. I don't like Tien.
I thought it was okay.
I think it's just because like some of it, I don't know if it was the mode I was in or what, but like some of his supers just use health, and I just was not a fan of that.
Oh, do they? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Weird.
But again, that might have been like either story mode or whatever mode I was in at the time, because I feel like now, like some people were saying like, yeah, only his level 3 does. I'm like, what are you talking about? His level 1 does too.
Is that a thing in the anime? Because I don't remember that.
I do remember something about like Tien using his most powerful moves uses his health. Like that's what kills him in the Cell Saga is he just goes all out with like a Tri-Beam or Neo Tri-Beam and that's what kills him.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
It's been a while since I've seen that, so I don't know.
Yeah, Wingwolf says Trunks Teen Gohan hit Blue Goku. Oh yeah, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Blue Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, Goku Black aren't in story. Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta technically are in the story. You just have to have earned enough money to make them appear.
Oh,
which is stupid.
Okay. Interesting.
Because there's a bunch of those like little interactive cutscenes.
Yeah.
That you have to unlock with the Super Saiyan God versions.
Are you talking about like the Link scenes?
No, not the links. I mean like the you know how like if you have a certain team, a cutscene plays before a fight?
Yeah.
There's a couple of those just for Super Saiyan God characters.
Because those Link ones are just boring.
Yeah.
I watched a couple of the like first or second ones with some people, and I was like, I don't care about these at all, despite having a bunch of them unlocked. So, which is a bummer. I don't get. They like recorded all this voice acting for like Goku to tell me like, wow, you're like a good fighter. Let's keep fighting together. All right. Thanks, Goku.
Game itself still good. Story mode sucks balls. That's my takeaway.
Cool.
And that's pretty much
There's
it.
an arcade mode though, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably where I'll play as Trunks and get used to
I'd
my other
recommend
guys.
that. I'd recommend that. That's way more interesting.
I will finish the story mode though, but it's just like I'll play a little bit each night, and then it's like, okay, I know these matches are only taking, less than 5 minutes, but like after 3, it's like, God, this story, I don't care about fighting these clones anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
Yep.
But yeah, that's all I played. Unless you want to talk about Apocalypse starring Bruce Willis.
Not really.
Okay. Oh, okay. Never mind. Paul, do you have a team of 3 yet? I didn't hear your answer.
I mean, I answered last week and I haven't played since, so.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't know. I guess it's the same.
All right.
Yeah. The problem with Dragon Ball is it's not Monster Hunter. That's
true.
There's not enough. Honestly, the problem is I don't have enough time in the day for everything I want to play.
Right. I feel like we have a bit of a down period now, though. Nothing's coming out for a little bit.
It's all like little things like Shadow of the Colossus just came out. Bayonetta 1 and 2 comes out in like a week.
Next thing for me is Metal Gear Survive, weirdly enough. I'm totally gonna get that.
That's the end of the month.
Yeah. That's a weird thing to say out loud. And not just in my head ponderingly.
Trying to see what the next game I'm like interested in that's coming out.
Yeah, I don't know. I think April has 1 or 2. I can't remember though.
Yeah, that's a ways off, April.
Yeah.
I'm not even. Oh, I did find out. Mercenaries Kings Reloaded Edition just came out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And if you got that in like PlayStation Plus years ago, or if you have that, it's just a free update.
Nice.
Cool.
So, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I really like Mercenary Kings.
I've been hearing some cool things about this Aegis Defenders game, which I guess came out today.
Yeah, I was gonna look into that this weekend probably. Metroidvania, right? That's the one I'm thinking of.
No, you're thinking of Dodon something.
Dodara.
Dodara. That's the one. That one's getting a lot of praise, and that's a Metroidvania. Unless they're both Metroidvanias.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's nothing really coming out for a bit that I care for. So
might be.
I got some time to catch up on stuff, which is good because I'm still playing Assassin's Creed. That game's still good.
Cool.
I just got the ability where you can control your arrow after you shoot it. And you can just fly it around into people's heads.
I heard that's like the best part because it's ridiculous.
It is. You can just turn it like around a corner.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. Yeah. Anyways, we already talked about everything I was playing. So let's go to some of this news.
Sweet.
I got a bit of info. Mario Kart Tour is going to be free to start.
Sure.
So
they've done that before. That makes sense.
Probably, yeah, it's probably similar to Mario Run, I guess.
Yep.
Bigger news, you're finally gonna be able to do something worthwhile with your My Nintendo coins, or
Hooray!
gold points, or whatever they're called, including just like buying games,
Yeah.
which should be good.
Hooray!
This
If
is
you have a
coming
lot
in
of them.
March.
Yeah.
So I am wondering. So there was a report that apparently at least the European site listed what the conversion rate was going to be, and it basically worked out to something like 1 penny per gold
Yeah.
coin or something like that. So you would need a lot of gold coins, and those things expire after a year. So you might not have as many gold coins as you think you're going to. Like I
Oh,
logged in,
interesting.
and apparently I have like 1,000 gold coins, and by the time this actually rolls out, I wouldn't be surprised if that was just shrunk down just because it's taken forever.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this article. Apparently, in Japan, the exchange rate is 1 gold point equals 1 yen.
Yeah.
Which,
Okay.
yeah, that would be 1 penny. Purchasing the digital version of a Switch, 3DS, or Wii U game nets 5% back in gold points.
Yeah, and it's 1% back for physical, apparently.
Yes, that is true. This sounds dumb. I also heard of something that apparently after the May thing, the exchange rate is changing, or the March date. Like right now is not a good time to redeem your points or something like that.
Yeah, it's a shame they didn't make that obvious earlier because I've redeemed a lot.
Yeah, I don't
And
even know what I
again, that's for
redeemed.
physical. So
So if I like downloaded like Celeste, and haven't manually redeemed something, I can redeem it later, I guess.
you don't have to for digital. You don't have to do anything. It auto redeems.
Okay,
It's
that's great.
physical. You literally have to go click an option on the Switch, be like, earn gold coins.
Okay. I think there's a few that I haven't redeemed, so I guess I'll wait till March and see if I have anything worth getting. But I mean, to buy a game, like, man, you would need hundreds of these, if not thousands.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So this sucks.
So it's basically just going to be a discount. That's it.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's better than nothing. I wasn't sure if it was like I wasn't sure if you could split it up like that. Otherwise, I'm sure they'll sell you plenty of like wallpapers for your Switch,
Hooray!
like they did for the 3DS over and over and over again.
And still do.
I
Yep.
wouldn't mind one wallpaper for the
I
Switch.
feel like every day a new Pokemon wallpaper comes out for the 3DS.
Yep. I think that's
Seems
the
like-
rate. Yep.
I actually kind of like that there aren't themes on the Switch. I know they'll come eventually, but I just love how minimalist it is. Because like I said, like a lot of those 3DS ones, it just looks like a mess.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, whatever. I mean, you don't have to use it.
True.
Capcom Vancouver apparently got hit with a bunch of layoffs. And during that, they said how they were currently working on a new IP and a new Dead Rising. Both of the new IP has been canned, and that new Dead Rising is now the scope is being cut dramatically.
Makes sense.
Which makes you wonder, though, what the hell were they going to be doing with the new Dead Rising if they need to cut the scope back?
I don't know. I felt like after that last one, they needed to like really kind of mix things up a bit.
They needed to bring co-op back. That was really half the fun.
I'm actually okay with the scope being cut down because I like Case Zero a lot, and that was a small game.
That's my favorite one.
That might be my favorite one.
For that reason, actually.
So I mean maybe that'll work out in the end. I mean, it sucks that these people lost their jobs, obviously.
Oh, yeah, for
Um,
sure.
The new game was supposed, and it had not been greenlit yet, but it was envisioned as a third-person action-adventure game set in an alternate reality version of New York. So whatever that would have been.
Yeah, that sounds original.
The team is continuing to work hard to support the recent release of Puzzle Fighter for mobile and is dedicated to its flagship Dead Rising series.
Sure. Does this say how many people were laid off? Because it says
30%, I heard.
50 people.
30%.
Okay.
I had heard 50. This article
Around 50.
says 30%.
Yeah, around 50 people were laid off. It had around 250 employees.
Okay,
That's rough.
So more than 50.
No, that's 20%.
It says in the article around 50, so it's whatever. It's a ballpark, but like,
all right,
that sucks. That's a hard city to not have a job in. Jesus.
Sure. Oh, for sure. Yeah, that rent.
Yep.
I will say I am not interested in another Dead Rising. That's just me.
I could go for Dead Rising if they bring back
Co-op.
like the multiplayer and stuff.
Yeah.
But like just
you
as
have
is,
to.
like you don't need like a dramatic shift.
No, I like how it's like half goofy, half like serious. I like that weird, awkward balance it has.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too. I like we've had 4 of like the same game, or 5 if you count Case Zero.
Yeah, but it's video games. That's just what happens. It's the same game.
Couple small things. Subset Games has announced that Into the Breach is coming February 27th. Subset Games is the developers who did FTL, so this is their next game. And it looks like a tactics game.
Yeah,
I hear it's
cool.
really good.
Cool.
So I'm looking
interested.
forward to that. That comes at the end of the month.
Yep.
That's probably going to be my poll game. I'm probably going to put that up there.
Okay.
For the Patreon. Heads up. Teaser.
Sure.
Right.
Puyo Puyo Tetris is coming to Steam February 27th.
Yep.
Hooray.
Long
Yeah,
overdue,
people want that.
but that's really dope.
This was weird. Toad's head is his actual head.
Yeah.
Why not?
The Toad head truthers came out and revealed that it is not a hat. It's his actual head.
I love that you put this under news.
This is news. You gotta know. This is who is this guy? Yoshiaki Koizumi.
It's the producer for Odyssey.
Why was he making this video? Was it just about his head?
No, it was a bunch of questions, and that was the first one they asked him.
Oh, okay.
Which I thought that was funny. Or no, it wasn't the first. It was like one of, like, because I know he got some weird questions.
He also
too about,
dodged a question of why does Mario have nipples but no belly button?
Yeah.
So I mean, there's still mysteries out there.
Question.
Yeah.
Like we need to know these answers.
True.
Hopefully they'll explain it in Mario Odyssey 2. But for now, we know you can't remove that top thing from Toad without killing him.
It's fucking gross. Okay.
I kind of just liked
The
like
world
everything
needed to
that
know.
came up on Twitter after that, like pictures of people had made or had found where Toad does take his head off.
Ugh.
And you either see like a brain or it was a hat and you just see like some Homer Simpson hair. I don't know. I enjoyed that stuff. Let's go on to all of this news.
Yeah.
Questions.
Oh, yeah. I know what
That's
you
what I
meant.
meant.
Yeah.
Hopefully everyone else knew that. topdownperspective@gmail.com is the email address to send questions in. You can also do so at TDP Podcast on Twitter, the Facebook group, the Discord channel, and John's P.O. Box. I'll read this first one.
Oh, Lord, that's one question.
It's very long.
Okay.
Because it also has this week's
God.
trivia.
Oh,
So-
right. Okay.
So buckle up.
Yeah.
They also have a little bit of a follow-up from last week's trivia. But
Okay.
I'll just start. This is from Tea Party Cthulhu. Says, well, I must admit I embarrassed myself a bit last episode in more ways than one. As a pure maths major, I have to watch my words much more carefully than a lot of people in their everyday lives. But like most maths major, I tend to screw up a lot. When I asked if you thought the PS1 had the greatest library of games, I guess I had a different idea of greatest in mind. And the PS1 doesn't have the best library. Even I, with my unconditional love of the system, know that much. Thus, what I was trying to say, but failed to execute properly, was, do you think the PS1 had one of the most historically significant library of games?
No, because the
I also
SNES
think
That
no.
is a very different question.
Also, no.
I also still think no. No.
I think some yes, but mostly no.
Also, by this question, I don't mean the console itself. What?
Okay.
Because
Wait,
I
what?
think that honor unequivocally goes to the Atari 2600,
Yeah.
but just the
Oh,
games.
Okay. Okay, I see. I
I
understand.
definitely think there's a case for it, given how many genres the system either essentially created, survival horror, vehicular combat, racing simulation, or codified.
It did not
3D
create those.
platformer, JRPG, stealth, Metroidvania.
Okay.
Yeah, like a lot of like mainstay genres came out of PlayStation era games, so I get what they mean.
I do too. He did word it way better this time. It makes sense now what he meant. So good on you. Good on you. No, it is still not the most historically significant library.
Yeah, I'd probably argue at that point the NES.
Yeah, I'd probably go
NES,
NES.
SNES, like there was.
Oh no, sorry. I would probably say SNES actually.
I'd
Really,
say
why SNES?
both. Yeah,
I
both of
just
them.
I feel like Mario's impact on the SNES was so huge.
I feel like so many genres kind of like started on the NES. That's why
Oh,
I'd
for
say
sure.
it. Otherwise I'd be like, the Atari.
I'd say the Famicom.
I don't know. I just feel like, but if even though they had started, like I don't want to say perfected, but they were just so much more incredible on the SNES. Like I'm gonna go back to World before anything Mario 1, 2, or 3, for example.
Really, I'd go
Fair.
back to 3 before World easily.
3's like the only one that maybe,
Okay.
but anyway, but that's just probably because I like World so much.
This is so what the Brawler 56 in the chat saying is kind of where I'm sitting. Where NES is more historically significant because it started all this stuff, really, but the SNES is like the one I would go back to because it's when I think about like Metroid, I don't think about Metroid 1 or 2, I think Super Metroid. Like the SNES has the versions of that stuff that is like significant to me, whether it be nostalgia or like refining that stuff that the regular NES did. But like either way, I think it's kind of just like that era, right? Between those two, which was before the PlayStation and N64, so I still like disagree.
Yeah, or like another example is like, hey, Assassin's Creed 1, they started that franchise, they laid the foundation, but Assassin's Creed 2 is where they just hit it out of the park.
Mm-hmm. I think we all kind of agree. Like, I think we're just being
Yeah, I think
pedantic
that's the real
about this.
takeaway.
Yeah.
All right, here's the trivia. I'll try and I won't participate because I kind of have the answers here.
Oh, okay. I didn't read this one, so I can participate.
Yeah. And hopefully I have them in the right order. But anyway,
Okay.
I hope you've got those Dual Shocks ready because this one is all about Sony.
Oh, shit.
This past week, Sony gave us possibly the best news they have ever announced. They saw Microsoft's program that gave you access to all first-party Microsoft titles when they are released, Xbox Game Pass, and decided to stick it to them and give us the only Sony first-party title that matters for PS Plus members, Knack. That said, Knack is definitely not the worst rated Sony first party title ever. Can you guess the other two that are rated lower than it on Metacritic? Also, can you guess the top 3 highest rated SCE Japan games, not counting Shadow of the Colossus on
Damn
PS4?
it. Oh.
Oh. Wait.
Okay, so
So
Okay,
the
wait.
two were Sony produced games on Metacritic, and the 3 best.
no, okay, so you want the two lowest ones on Metacritic.
Okay.
But I think, which ones does he want? Only Japan?
We can worry about that one after. I don't know a whole lot about Sony first party stuff, to be honest with you.
I'm trying to think of what would be considered worse.
Than Knack. And I guess it doesn't matter which era. Like, it doesn't have to be recent. Rated lower.
Okay, so he only mentioned Japan for the highest rated one.
Okay.
But he only gave the lowest rated Japan one as well. So he's only talking about Japan stuff for SCE Japan games.
Oh. Okay.
I don't think it changes much from what I
Yeah.
think you guys might guess. But Why don't we go with highest first, just because that's the order of the answers. So what are the 3 highest rated SCE Japan first party Sony titles?
Probably the original Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah, that's easily like
All right,
the
gotta
highest.
give me 3. Gotta give me 3.
Oh fuck.
So Shadow of the Colossus is one of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Highest rated Sony produced. I can't see. It's not Ape Escape.
I'll give you a hint.
Uh-huh.
You're not gonna guess these 2.
Oh.
You might guess one. You're definitely not gonna guess this third, but I don't think you're gonna get either of them.
Can we get a hint?
It's not something crazy like Vib Ribbon, is it?
That's getting closer.
Oh man.
It's not that crazy, but like
Parappa?
Nope. Paul, any guesses?
No.
No. Do you want the answers?
Can you give a hint or no? You can say
I can't
no,
think
it's
of any
fine.
hints off the top of my head.
Yeah, then just
Give us a system.
Okay. One is PS2, one is PSP.
Oh fuck.
PSP.
I've never even owned a PSP, so
It's not Jeanne d'Arc, is it?
No, that's a good game though, and I'm surprised anyone remembers that game besides me. But good on you. You get bonus points in my heart.
Hooray. I
That's
love
all
that
that
game. That game
matters.
was good. PSP games that were Sony exclusive. Probably one of the Killzones. I doubt it, though.
Nope. All right, one more guess each, and then I'm going to give you the answers. Shot in the dark.
I am literally looking at my PSP shelf, and I cannot think of what it would be.
Okay.
That was
Do you have
Sony
any
exclusive.
guess?
no, I don't.
Okay, the PS2 one. So Shadow of Colossus is the first one with a
Yeah.
92.
Of course.
Oh, sorry. The PS4 version had a 92. The PS2 one had a 91. Ico was
Oh.
at 90.
Of course.
And the PSP one at 86 was Patapon.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
See, I thought maybe you'd guess Ico, but you would not have guessed Patapon. Okay,
Right,
now let's do
Patapon.
the worst rated ranked ones. So there's 2.
Oh my god. Somehow that's harder.
These are the worst rated ones?
The ones that are ranked, the 2 games ranked lower than NAC on Metacritic. Once again, SCE Japan.
Can you give us what NAC is rated?
NAC is currently sitting at a solid 54.
Oh
And
shit.
he throws in, while NAC 2, fittingly, is at 69. Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Oh my god, lower than like 50 essentially. Jesus.
I feel like there's like a game called like the Unit or something like that on Vita that's bad.
I mean, maybe, but that's not what he says.
What are the
For all
two
I know,
systems?
he could be lying. By the way,
Yeah, what are the
we
two
have not
systems?
vetted any of this trivia.
What are the systems?
They are both PS3.
Oh.
Layer.
Yeah.
I thought of Lair. It's not there. Is that first party though?
Technically not, I guess, because it's Factor 5.
Yeah. So
Oh.
for a second I thought of Lair, but then I was like, I don't think it's first party.
First party game made by Sony. I can't think of it.
So like
Okay.
what came out? There was
There were the
Heavenly
Kill
Sword.
Zones.
I don't think Heavenly Sword was that bad. So,
Not Heavenly Sword.
no, yeah.
There were the Resistance games.
Yeah,
which
I don't
thought after the first one were considered good.
even the first
not
one I think was like middling. Yeah, okay.
I don't think Folklore was them.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't remember. Was Eye of Judgment?
Yeah, that was Sony.
You know what? I'm gonna guess that.
Thought I have judgment.
Okay, that's my guess. I don't know then.
John, last guess.
I can't think of what it would actually be.
Okay, one of them is Kung Fu Rider.
Oh, a fucking PlayStation Move game? Okay.
And the other one is, and I don't know if this is the full title, this is what he has written down, PlayStation Move Ape Escape.
Okay.
I didn't even think of PlayStation Move games at all.
That seems almost cheap. Like, yeah, okay. Whatever.
All right, one last short question.
Okay.
Debatable. As a speedrunner and Tazzer?
Yeah.
What is Tazzer?
Tool assisted speedrunner.
Okay. As a speedrunner and Tasser myself, I always have to ask, what are your guys' favorite tasses? Oh, he says it right here, to watch. Then he gets into a whole bunch of what his favorite are. What are your guys' favorite tasses to watch?
I don't like task runs at all. I can't stand them. So
my buddy Tom, he's the old genius. He did a run of Family Feud where he typed in the completely wrong answers and still got them anyways. Like he would type in like electric toothbrush and get CD player.
Okay.
And it's just incredible to watch. It's such a good watch. That's what I would recommend.
Okay. I haven't watched any tool assisted speedruns, so I don't have anything to recommend, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right. John, why don't you take this next one from James?
All right. Is it the? Oh, that's the answers from James. Since you talked about Cheaters Monopoly last week, I was wondering, would you be willing to play a Cheaters Mario Party? You could use your cheats to give yourselves more coins or stars, change the win conditions, change the bonus stars, change what spaces do, or whatever else you could think of. However, if you are found out to be cheating, you have to handcuff yourself to your Switch. You can't remove the cuffs unless someone else gets caught cheating.
That's totally fine. I play in mobile mode all the time. Handcuff me to it.
I really feel like I don't think we need to make Mario Party any more frustrating than it already is.
Yeah. I actually thought this was a decent idea because like I'll do anything to get Mario Party to be not Mario Party. The one downside though is it means while I'm playing with my friends or whatever, I'm like using so much energy staring at like people's like coin and star counts that I am now extremely invested in a Mario Party game, and I don't know if I want to like put that amount of attention into Mario Party.
Oh man, the greatest ruse got Sean to care about Mario Party too much.
Yep.
Could be okay, I guess.
Paul, you have this next one.
The Bake Slur asks, with the Switch being out for almost a year now, have each of you found yourselves playing in handheld, tabletop, or TV mode the most often?
TV mode.
Mine is handheld.
Yeah, handheld.
But I'd say it's probably like 1/3, 2/3, so it's not crazy difference.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good.
All right, next one comes in from Deku Hayes. Would you mind telling us about your daily routine? How is your average day week for the three of you? I'm asking because I wonder sometimes, how do you play so many games while doing work and errands? I need to get a clue on how to play more video games.
Well, I'm going to give you a pro tip. My job is playing video games, so it makes it very easy.
Secret strats. Hang on. I'm going to write that one down. I got to remember that one.
Yeah.
John, what about you?
I don't know how I do it so much. Like, I'm surprised people think I play a ton. I didn't think because I'm always thinking like, man, I have not played enough of this.
I think with you, Sean, you play a lot of mobile games on like your commute, and I think that's what makes it feel like you play so many.
That is definitely my secret strat. Is your phone has access to so many games right there. But even then, sure. I'm constantly thinking like, oh crap, I don't have anything to talk about this week. Yeah. Should I start a new game? That's the worst. It's like, well, I don't want to just like start up a game while I'm in the middle of like two other games. Like now is a good example. Is I'm playing a bunch of like kind of long form games, and it's like I don't want to just like start up a random mobile game to have something new to talk about. So that's a bit of anxiety I always have to deal with. But yeah, the commute is good for the phone, and the Switch now. You know, if I could ever get a seat, is good on the commute.
Yep.
And actually, the Switch and my 3DS were really helpful when I would ever go to like my girlfriend's place. because I'm not gonna haul my Xbox there for just the evening or whatever, and be like,
Sure.
hey, can I borrow your TV and then ignore you? Like that's not gonna happen. But it's a lot easier if I'm just sitting on the couch with my 3DS or something. So that was good too.
Sure.
What about you, Paul?
I play.
Sounds like you don't sleep a lot.
I don't. I have insomnia, and I
The
always
other
have.
pro tip.
I get
That's
2
the
to
other pro tip.
I get 2 to 4 hours of sleep every night.
That's insane. That sounds miserable.
Yeah, it's bad. It's like medication doesn't help either. It's shitty. I play games on mobile, like on the way to work and during my break and stuff like that. If there's something compelling, I'll come home and I'll play Switch on the couch while hanging out and watching a movie in the background, or I'll play PC for a few hours, or I'll play PlayStation. Like, I just play games. There's no secret to it.
Yeah, I would say definitely console or computer are the hardest ones for me to play a lot of time with, because I have to really kind of just be invested in that one activity, or if like I do have a friend over or my girlfriend over, it's kind of like, hey, you got to kind of do your own thing. But a lot of times it's like, but I want to watch a movie with you, or let's keep watching the show we're watching. So that one's kind of difficult.
I also do it to like de-stress and kind of like escape into them too. So it's actually the way I like chill. Like, how some people will come home, they'll like turn on the TV and crack a beer open or whatever the like cliche is,
and you'll just crack some skulls open in Call of Duty.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I will pwn them. Exactly.
Yep. Nice.
Gamer fuel. G fuel.
Nice.
Yeah. Which I'm surprised we didn't have that in the news. They're getting in trouble. They're getting sued.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, dude, you didn't know about this? They found lead in G Fuel.
No.
I
They're
drank
getting
some of
sued.
those ones.
They're getting sued.
Do you guys remember Gamer Grub?
Yeah.
Yep.
I had some of that too. I remember bringing it back from the States one time.
Oh, that's actually just cancer that you ate. Yeah.
I remember bringing some to the store, and I shared some with Nathan. I don't know if I shared some with you, John, but I definitely had some with Nathan. A bonus question from Deku Hayes. Sean, do you still play Quidditch? In which team do you play? My girlfriend was a player here in Mexico, and we always wonder about that side of your life, Sean. Yeah, I still play Quidditch. My team is called the Dobbies. We're terrible, but keeps me active. So I play that every week. John, you have this last question.
Last question from Andrew. A friend is cursing you. From here forward, you can only play a single chapter or part or level of a game for the next month. What do you choose? And as an aside, for revenge, you pass the curse on and pick a chapter, part, level to force them to play. What do you pick? Side note, would you change the punishment if you were both stuck playing it?
For the side note, yes, I would change the punishment, because if I'm stuck playing with it, I would make it like a co-op thing.
Yeah. I mean, this has kind of been my life since Monster Hunter came out. It's just the grind.
Yeah.
But it's not just one game, it's one section.
It's one section. I mean,
that would be like a hunt in a Monster Hunter game. Yeah.
You've obviously never played Monster Hunter if you don't think you hunt the same monster for like 6 hours straight.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. What the hell would I choose to like play for a full month?
Okay.
I'd probably just not play games for that month.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you.
Well, why don't you like play along with us and be a part of the bit?
Never.
I was gonna say, what about like one world, like New Donk City?
I've got it. I've got it.
Okay.
Rock Band endless playlist.
Oh man.
Endless playlist. Yeah. Okay. That means you can never pick the song, but it will be randomized to an extent.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I still like my like one kingdom from Mario Odyssey, and just kind of try and get everything there. Whatever the biggest one is, which is probably New Donk City. Maybe the final, not the final one, but like I don't want to say what it is in case,
Yeah.
because it's sports.
Okay, you're not playing this for like a month straight though, right? Like you're not playing the set list for 30 days. You can choose when you play it.
Yeah, I mean that's why John was
I
like,
assume,
I'm just not
yeah.
gonna play video games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I'll use this as a chance to practice something else I want to do.
How about Burnout Paradise? You can only play inside of Paradise City.
That's
the stage.
also pretty good.
Yeah. Someone says, what if it's only one song in Rock Band you can play though?
Oof. Yeah, that'd be rough.
That would be pretty bad.
That would be pretty rough.
Well, then it could be like something really like super long and hard, like maybe that Dream Theater song that was in Rock Band 2 or 3.
Yeah, or like Bohemian Rhapsody or something. What if it's just Through the Fire and Flames? That's the only song you're allowed to listen to.
Then my
for
fingers
a
are
month.
just falling off already.
Oh my
it's
God,
Freebird, but somehow longer is a great suggestion.
Freebird 2, even freer.
Freebird totally sucks because like half
The
that
hard
song
part's
is
at the
so-
end.
Yeah, it's so easy to play, and it takes like 4 minutes to get to like any kind of challenge. Oh
Mhm.
man, beating what was that? Guitar Hero 2? Beating that on like expert was so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now you're passing the curse back. You're getting revenge. What do you make someone do?
Okay.
Klinger, Winger, and Battletoads.
Oh, fuck. Or Rat Race. I hate Rat Race.
I'm also saying that because it's really fresh in my mind because I played it yesterday.
Okay.
Just like I don't know which world is the first underwater world in Mario 1? What stage is that?
I think it's like 2, 3.
Something like that. Yeah, just that one. They can only play that one.
Okay.
Pretty bad. A
Maybe-
single shrine from Breath of the Wild.
Maybe the kid stage from Super Meat Boy.
Okay.
Oh, ooh, yeah.
You'd get real good at that game though, or that stage.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is when you pick something that's just like a platforming stage length, you'll get real good at it. But like, there's only so much you can do before it's like, I know everything in this stage.
Now I
And
have to do it
completed
again.
After 4 hours, it's like,
Yeah.
I have been to every pixel on this screen because I can. There is nothing else for me to unlock here, and this is my hell.
I mean, the real answer is running up the scaffolding thing outside of Anne Orlando while the archers shoot you in Dark Souls forever. Just like an endless runner, but you're always being shot at for a month. Oh, man.
How about kind of similar to what you were just saying? How about the ladder boss in Metal Gear Solid 3?
Just a ladder that goes on forever.
Yeah. And that song just starts up again. So you get like a little bit of motivation each time. You're like, yeah, you're right, Snake Eater. Oh wait, no. No.
Stop, Snake Eater, stop.
I've had enough Snake Eater. Someone says Wii Fit push-ups.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a really good and yeah, just like the only video game you can play is push-up challenge. Here you go. That's a pretty rough one for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, and then if we had to do it with them, what would you pick?
I don't know, maybe Tetris.
Yeah.
You're just both gonna play Tetris with the one controller?
Wait, what?
I think it's more so like you can both have copies of the same game, so you just be playing Tetris, but you can't play it like multiplayer. You have to play it single player, side by side.
Okay, sure, I can see that then. Yep. At this point, I'd probably just be like, I don't know, Dragon Ball Fighters. Like we'll just fight each other for a month.
A fight forever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dragon Ball
like-
Fighters, but you can only play the story mode.
Yeah, there you go. That would suck.
I think that would be kind of cool if for the whole month, like you can damage each other's characters, but like none of them can actually get knocked out until that month is over. Then it's like the next hit wins essentially.
It's like you're playing like a Smash Bros match with 99 lives, and you've been
Right.
fighting for like 6 hours, and you finally get down into like the single digits. Like then it is on.
But the lives are hidden, so you can keep track of how many
Oh.
like are left. That's kind of what I'm getting at, where you're
Sure.
fighting each other for a month, but you don't know when that like 30-day period started, so this might be the fight that like actually wins it finally.
True. Someone says Dragon Ball, but with online leg. Yeah, what if there's just leg in your match for that month?
I would just not play it.
That would suck.
Go get a hobby. You'll be great.
Yeah.
I would make them play. This is the revenge one again. Any online fight match in Turok for the Xbox 360.
Oh my god.
All right, that one was all on you and Nathan for going through that.
I don't think Nathan was a part of that. I
think
played,
he was.
Was he? I remember being alone for a lot of that. I don't know why I did that. When you're a kid, you have a lot of free time, and the way you spend it is not always the best.
Boy, tell me about it.
All right. Paul, if people want to send questions in, what can they do?
Write in at topdownperspective@gmail.com. Go to Twitter, TDP Podcast, Facebook.com/topdownperspective. Write into John's P.O. Box and join the Discord and hang out in there and throw a question out there, I guess.
Yeah, those are all great.
Yeah.
What's your guys' game of the week?
Monster Hunter.
Fighters, but not the story mode.
I only played the story mode of Fighters, but I mean I just like playing Fighters, so I'm gonna give it to Fighters. Cool. All right. Quick update is the Dream Daddy podcast is live. If you haven't listened to it yet, you can only do so if you're a Patreon backer. But we did put that out at the same time as last week's episode. So if you don't have notifications set for whatever reason, or you don't get an email, you can find it out on our Patreon. And you can add the URL to any podcast app, and it'll subscribe you, and you'll just have them pop up in your podcast app when we put up a new TDP Plus episode each month. And yeah, that's all I got to say. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll be back next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.